This is probably going to be confusing when dealing with the VA, and hopefully I explain this to you very well. But dealing with the VA, anything that's considered LTL, less than truckload, doesn't go off of the amount of space it takes up inside of the truck, nor does it go off of the weight. When dealing with the VA, anything that's considered value $100,000 or less is automatically considered LTL, less than truckload. And I know that's confusing, but the thing is, sometimes when you're dealing with different government agencies or you're dealing with different companies, you got to go by their rules when you want to play their games. So when dealing with the VA, LTL is anything that's considered $100,000 or less. Of course, anything that's considered $100,000 or more is considered a full truck load. It doesn't matter how much truck or space or weight that it takes up. First, I just wanted to get that out. And now, when you're filling out this form and they want you to list the weight groups, the VA has their own classifications for each weight group, and you're going to want to put a minimum or the range of the minimum or the range of the weights that you want to deal with. Let me show you. Now, this is form 744. Now, when you come down to section 13B, which is right here, you got to put your minimum weight class. Now, let me show you what the minimum weight classes are. Now, right here, as you can see, you have minimum weight columns, which you should see a L5C, which stands for anything less than 500 pounds. Then you got 5C, which stands for anything that's 500 pounds, but less than 1,000 pounds, which is 1M. So now that you actually see their codes that they use for the weight, depending on whatever kind of vehicle that you plan on using with the VA, you need to put a range of the weight class that you actually plan on using. So let's just say, for an example, you got a box truck. If you got a box truck, you're going to put in that section 13B that you want to carry loads going from L5C, which is less than 500 pounds, maybe up to, let's say, 10M, which is 20,000 pounds. The thing is, you might not want to put 30M, which is from 20,000 pounds up to 30,000 pounds, because I know with some box trucks that you can only carry up to, let's say, 26,000 pounds. So you don't want to get a 28,000 pound load on a box truck. So you might want to keep your weight in between L5C and then 10M. Now, hypothetically, let's say you got a semi truck and you got a dry van. You're going to probably want your range to be in between, let's say, 2M up to 40M. Because you don't want to go pick up a load that's a L5C, which is less than 500 pounds, just because they might send you to an area just to pick up a few envelopes, and you might not want to do that. So in that section 13B, if you got a Sprinter van, you're going to want to put L5C through maybe 1M. If you got a box truck, you're going to want to put 1M through 10M. If you got a semi-dry van, you're going to want to probably put 5M to 40M. But I'm going to say this, you're going to quickly realize that everybody in the office don't read their own handbooks, because every time you deal with somebody different, they're going to tell you to do something in a different way. So whoever you're dealing with, just make sure you're doing it however that person wants you to do it. That way you can just go ahead and move on to the next step. Now, I am 100% sure I told you the right way, but like I say, if that person say they want it done some other kind of way, just do it however they want you to do it. Well, hope to help you out. Peace, and I wish you success.